Hi, my name is Layla Cunningham. I am a student at Kaplan University, and I'll be giving you an overview of course CE101, Introduction to Early Childhood Education. Unit 1 is Welcome to the Field of Early Childhood Education. Understanding a child's individual learning needs and capabilities is essential in supporting them to excel at school and home. With the implementation of the No Child Left Behind Act in 2001, we are still struggling to understand that each student learns and retains in different ways. Having the knowledge of developmental domains, physical, socio-emotional, and cognitive, will better assist teachers to recognize delays when monitoring students during student-directed play and/or instruction. Additionally, being a lifelong learner is a necessity to encourage students in retaining information as well as enjoying the learning process. Unit 2, Historical Overview of People and Beliefs that Shape the Field. There have been numerous theorists that have impacted the field of education. In the 1700s, Rousseau and Pestalozzi offered similar insight regarding their understanding that children need to have more of a well-rounded education versus simply providing trade work or religious teachings. In the 1800s, Froebel approached education for young children in a more soft and gentle nature, ultimately becoming known as the father of kindergarten. His teachings continued progressing into the 1900s and became more saturated with scientific ideas versus religious ideas only. The notion of paralleling education with developmental growth was implemented by J. Stanley Hall with extreme concern regarding placing too much pressure and non-constructive stress on students. Overall, many theorists had the right idea regarding the need for structure within early childhood education and the positive benefit for society. Unit 3 was state regulations. My state is Michigan. Michigan state law requires that all personnel in the teaching field hold an applicable certificate or permit in regards to their position. To be eligible to teach, I will need to obtain a provisional certificate, which is good for the first 6 years. And I will also need to successfully complete my bachelor's degree and pass both the Michigan test for teacher certification and the basic skills test. Unit 4, we went over Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences theory. Howard Gardner added extremely useful insight on how to view a person's intelligence. Everyone has the ability to be intelligent, some are just in different ways. The 8 intelligences implemented by Gardner are as follows. The first is verbal and linguistic, which is word smart. 2 is logical and mathematical, which is number smart. 3 is musical, which is music smart. 4 is visual and spatial, which is art smart. 5 is body and kinesthetic, which is body smart. 6 is interpersonal, which is people smart. 7 is intrapersonal, which is me smart. And the last one is naturalist, which is nature smart. It is so very important as a teacher to try and incorporate as many of these intelligences into each learning activity within the classroom setting. The more involved each child is, of course under their own free will, the more information they will retain and the better they will have at a chance in succeeding throughout life. Consistent positive feedback equates to success, greatness, and perfection. Unit 5, we went over the NAEYC, which is an incredible organization that offers teachers an ethical code of conduct as well as guidelines to mirror one's career. They have 10 program standards: relationships, curriculum, teaching, assessment of child's progress, health, teachers, families, community relationships, physical environment, and leadership and management. They also advocate DAP, which is developmentally appropriate practice, which ensures that each child's individual needs is met through open-minded teaching. Unit 6, we went over early intervention programs. In America, teen pregnancy has consistently presented negative long-term effects with children academically, emotionally, and physically. With the implementation of the early intervention programs, assisting poverty-stricken children has become a very important factor in the level of our success as a country. In order to obtain the positive results in an early intervention program, educators must have a clear balance in teacher-child-initiated activities, ensure curriculum is based on developmental theories, include both academic and health-related components, involve the student's family as much as possible, and continue to seek higher education to parallel their teachings with current research. Unit 7, we discussed professional training. Research has indicated that early childhood educators that continue to seek further education provided a more well-rounded education geared towards students' developmental goals. Not only is the educational aspect of being a teacher very important to the success of each and every student, but as an educator, it is extremely helpful to be able to mentor and coach and provide positive constructive feedback to each child to further enhance their self-confidence and their success. Unit 8 was about Introduction to Advocacy, Critical Issues Within the Educational Field. As an early childhood educator, one of the largest contributors to a healthy relationship between the family, student, and teacher is to provide a structured support system offering resources and outlets for numbers of scenarios. With an ever-changing economy and an overwhelming burden to provide for one's family, having access to financial, health, and social services will assist in preventing potential abuse or neglect in a child's home. It is also extremely important to be able to identify not only when a child is experiencing abuse or neglect, but to also be able to identify risk factors and be able to reach out to that family to prevent any negative situations from occurring. Finally, overall, I have learned an extremely large amount of material that will assist me in succeeding throughout my educational journey here at Kaplan University. Every key point discussed in each unit gives me a better understanding of my chosen field, and it further fuels my desire to positively impact my community, one child at a time. Thank you, Professor.